to get into the kitchen. I'm Stephanie Hoban, natural food chef and registered dietitian. And today I'm sharing a recipe that I was inspired by on my recent trip to Italy. It's Tempeh Mushroom Bolognese. We're subbing out the meat for tempeh and mushrooms. And that's going to provide a lot of flavor, a lot of umami, and great texture in this meatless meat sauce. So let's get started. First, we're going to need a small yellow onion and about 2 to 4 cloves of garlic. We've got our onion here cut in half. Peel it. And this is going to go right into our food processor. So you don't have to worry about any sort of fancy cuts here. You just want to break it down because we're going to have the food processor do the rest of the work for us. To the onions, we're going to add 2 to 4 cloves of smashed garlic. And you want to pulse the onion and garlic together to a small dice. So next, to our hot pan, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and the onions and garlic we just chopped up. While our onions and garlic are sauteing, we're going to get started on breaking down the mushrooms and the tempeh. So you just want to take your mushrooms and roughly chop them. You don't have to worry about how beautiful they look because again, we're just going to throw them in the food processor. And we'll add the mushrooms to our food processor. And add to the saute pan. And we want to season with a little bit of salt and black pepper and let those mushrooms cook down, releasing their moisture before we add in the tempeh. And now for the tempeh. If you've never worked with tempeh before, you can find it in the produce section of the grocery store usually, where they have your alternative meats and cheeses as well as tofu. It's refrigerated and it usually comes plastic wrap, like sealed. Tempeh is native to Indonesia. It's a fermented soybean product, so it's a great source of probiotics, iron, and fiber. It's really toothsome. It's not spongy or mushy like the texture that a lot of people associate with tofu. So it's really fun, and we use it a lot on our food truck in sandwiches sliced up, and then it works awesome as a ground meat substitute, which we're going to do here. So what you're going to want to do is, just like with the mushrooms, just break it down roughly so that you put it in the food processor and get it to a more fine texture. Again, if you don't have a food processor, the more you can crumble this up, the better. And add the tempeh and process down in the same way we've done the mushrooms. So now that we've got our tempeh added to our mushrooms, we're going to season it up a bit. We've got a lot of different dried herbs. The key with cooking with herbs, if they're dried, you want to put them in towards the beginning of the process, and if they're fresh, at the end. Here we've got a mixture of basil, oregano, parsley, thyme, sage for a little bit of earthiness, red chili flake, salt, and ground black pepper. All the measurements, of course, are below. We're going to also add nutritional yeast to the mix just to bring out some depth of flavor and umami. And something that may sound a little odd, but is really excellent in here, cocoa powder. A tablespoon of cocoa powder is going to balance out the acidity from the tomatoes that we're going to add in just a bit, as well as turn this mixture brown. Again, helping with the mock meat appearance there. And we're just going to let this cook down until all the spices are incorporated and the tempeh's gotten a little chance to brown on its own. Oh, it's starting to smell so good. You can really smell all of those herbs you just put in, and it smells like Italy. Now that we've given the tempeh to brown and crisp up a little bit for about 5 to 10 minutes, we're going to add 28 ounces of San Marzano pureed tomatoes. and a little bit of red wine. I've got an organic cab here, 1/4 cup. You want to allow this all to simmer and to come together for about 10 minutes. The juices from the tomato sauce have just absorbed into the tempeh and the mushrooms, so we've created this really thick, luscious ragu. And we're going to give it a taste, make sure we like our seasoning. Yeah. Now let's go plate it up. So we cooked off some spaghetti while the bolognese was simmering together. And what I love about this recipe, it's so versatile though. You can put this sauce on lasagna. You can put this sauce on pizza. Stuff it with rigatoni, do an eggplant dish, serve it on top of zoodles, and choose your pasta of choice. Whole wheat, gluten-free. Again, the possibilities are really endless with this. And then for my final trick, I want to show you guys, this is always a showstopper when I'm serving some pasta. All you need is a walnut and a microplaner, a zester, and just right over this grate, and it looks like shredded Parmesan. It's fabulous. And then of course, top it off with a little basil. And there we have it, our Tempeh Mushroom Bolognese. Now we're gonna give it a taste. Let's see, make sure I get a little bit of everything in. You really taste all those herbs that we put in at the beginning of when we started simmering it down. And the tomatoes are just balanced so nicely with the tempeh and the mushrooms. And it's really good texture. I'm telling you, it's just like the real thing. Wow. I think you're gonna knock people's socks off with this recipe. And we hope that you make it, and if you do, tag us. We wanna see what you're cooking in your kitchen. And we wanna know what you wanna eat. Let us know. We're gonna make the recipes, and you guys are gonna cook them. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we can't wait to share another recipe with you on With the Purpose. Until next time, see you, and buon pasta. Buongiorno. Ciao everyone. See, I think it was cheesy. I don't like that. Walnut Parmesan. Boom, 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 boom.
Gucci.
It's all Gucci.
Till next time. Hey, you're the guy that